Hey guys, so I just wanted to come here and show you how I actually personally meal prep for myself. I actually need to go to the grocery. I wanted to go earlier tonight, but it's been storming all night long and I've been waiting for it to let up and it never has. And I personally hate driving in general, but when it's raining, I do not want to drive at all if I don't have to. So I'm just gonna have to go to the grocery store tomorrow. So I didn't get to do everything I normally do, or what I wanted to do, but I can show you still the gist of it. So usually for me, when I have my breakfast every morning, besides on the weekends, I usually change it up on the weekends, but during the week when I have to go to work for mornings, I always have my shakes. That's what my breakfast is, just because it's super easy, super fast, and I can take it on my way to work, because I never want to cook in the morning. So if I don't have my shake, then I'm just not gonna have breakfast probably. But I will explain more about the shakes whenever I actually talk about them later this week. But I did just want to show you that I put bananas, I cut up my bananas and put them into Ziploc bags, and I'm actually going to freeze them to put into my shakes. The reason I'm doing that is because usually I always buy bananas, but as I'm sure you guys know, if you eat bananas, that they go bad pretty damn fast. So I don't usually want a banana every single day, not just to eat by itself. So whenever I start noticing that they're starting to turn more brown, then that's when I'll go ahead and freeze them, because they'll last a lot longer that way. So I saved myself 2 bananas, so I'm going to have these 2 for lunch for the next couple days. And because they're 1 large banana, that means that's going to be 2 of my purple containers, which is my fruit, obviously. So I'm going to have that for my fruit for lunch when I'm at work. I also only prep my lunch. I don't actually prep my dinner. Sometimes I do, I guess, if it's like leftover from the day before, but I don't ever actually like cook something for like a whole week, just because usually I try and like Justin, my boyfriend, never knows what he wants to eat for dinner, and so I try to usually make the same thing for both of us if we are going to be cooking. Sorry, my cat is being weird. Stop, what are you doing? And so I usually don't actually prep my dinner, but I usually try to figure it out either that morning or the night before. But yeah, so I always prep my lunch, just because for my job, I guess technically I'm allowed to leave, but you know, there's not any fast food that you can eat, so you're very limited on places of where you can go and actually get something that's good for you. So I usually bring my food, because if I don't bring my lunch, then I'm probably not going to get to eat lunch. And then that would suck, because then by the time I get home, I had waited way too long to eat, and I probably wouldn't eat dinner either. And so obviously that's just not good. So like I keep saying, I usually just prep my lunch, and that way it's super easy for me to take in the morning. I wake up really early. I wake up at like 3:30, 4-ish every morning throughout the week. And even though I wake up that early, I still do not feel like making my lunch. I don't feel like making breakfast or anything like that. That's why I usually make my shake, because it's super fast. And then I prep my lunch either on probably that Sunday for the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then that Wednesday, I'll do it for Thursday and Friday. I usually don't prep anything for the weekend, just because I'm home and I can have anything. Yeah, so always prep my lunch for the week. Sorry. And so I'll have what I am packing is sandwiches this week. So I have some bread, and then I have my ham and my cheese, and then I'll have my bananas to go with it. And then I also buy this peanut butter. So you can put your peanut butter into the little container that you're gonna get. But these things are like on the go, so I think they're very convenient. So I like them a lot. I usually just use those, and I don't use the entire container, just because that's not like measured out into the actual thing. You actually use teaspoons for peanut butter. So I know that that's more than the amount of teaspoons I'm supposed to have. So I usually definitely don't eat the whole thing. I just use some of it, and then I'll wrap it up and use the rest of it like another day. That way I don't waste it. But yeah, and then I usually just put them in like a plastic grocery bag or something. If I have... The reason I use these Ziploc bags is because I am just lazy and don't want to clean dishes every day. I would rather just spend money on Ziploc bags. But if I make things like lettuce wraps, I usually don't take bread to work so much, like, as often anymore. I usually just bring lettuce wraps for lunch. That way I can have my carbs when I'm at home. I don't waste them all on my bread. So I usually use lettuce wraps, and when I do that, I definitely use containers. So I mean, if you've made like an actual meal, I probably would use a container. I mean, just because I feel like it would stay fresher longer. But I mean, it's totally up to you. You don't have to use any specific thing. But yeah, so definitely, I know how annoying it is to have to meal prep. I never want to do it. I never want to do it. I usually put it off for like ever. And so, like I keep saying, I get it, but guys, it's so just important because it helps you so much. So if you already have it prepped, then you're obviously, why would you go eat something else? You know, you don't want to waste the money on the food, and you don't want to, like, this saves you time. My biggest thing is that I never feel like making anything, or I never feel like going to get something for me to eat, and so that takes all the time. I already have it made, you know? So this definitely 100% keeps me on track. I can promise you that, because like I said, if I don't bring my lunch, I'm either not going to eat, or I'm going to go eat something, like go through a drive-thru somewhere that's not going to be good for me. So if I meal prep, I'm always on track no matter what. So I strongly suggest you doing this. I'm telling you, it's going to help you tremendously. But yeah, that's just kind of what I do. Like I said, I don't usually prep my entire day out or anything like that. I do usually plan my entire day out where I know what I'm going to eat in the beginning of the day for the whole day. But I usually only prep my lunches just because that's what I'm taking to go. And when I'm home, I feel like I really don't have to prep as much. Just because I'm here, and it's not like I'm going to go out and get something, because I only have good foods here. But yeah, that's kind of it. So if you guys have any questions about that, you know, feel free to ask me. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Just putting your food in some baggies or some containers and just taking them to go with you. Make it super easy and quick for in the morning, so around leaving for work, I can just grab the plastic bag out the fridge and go. And yeah, it's great. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and we will talk later. Bye.